Morning, dear students, once again in our yet another session of business communication skills. And today we are going to see the concluding part, which is writing a job application letter. Before we go any further, let me first ask you, did you all work on your resume? Oh, the CV, not even your resume, your CV. Anybody? The cameras need to be on first. Anybody who has worked on their CVs? If you remember, we have done that in our last session, building your CV. Has anyone worked on their CVs? Yes, no, what is it? Hello, is everyone awake? Guys, unmute yourself and speak. Or else you can put that in the chat box, but speak. You need to respond. What's wrong? Nobody's awake here? What is it? I don't see anyone. I don't see anyone even making a comment. Nobody is replying to the question. What is wrong? Is it that I'm connected yet, or have I got disconnected? What is it? Guys, you need to speak up. Everyone. What's wrong? Why
Yes,
isn't
ma'am.
everybody responding? Yeah, finally Sufyan did. Am I audible and visible to you all?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, yes, ma'am. You're audible. That's
Yeah, but nobody was responding since last 2, 3 minutes. I was like, probably I'm disconnected or something. So my question to you all is, have you all tried out drafting your CV, guys? Or if you're already working, did you draft your own resume? We did that in the last session. Did anyone try? Did anyone try?
Yes, ma'am.
Rida, you did. Okay, good. But only Rida from the entire class. What about others?
Am I right?
You tried, Sufyan. Okay, and Jabir says yes, ma'am. Fine. So there are 3 people who have tried. That's too low a number, but then I'm happy somebody at least tried. So today, in continuation with how you build your CV. Okay, Naba also did. Very good. How you build your CV. Now we are going to see how do you write an application letter, job application letter, or which is also called as your covering letter. Okay, it is one and the same. So the covering letter or else your job application letter, because you cannot directly send your CV or your resume just like that. All you have to do is you have to attach a covering letter or a job application letter, which gives the gist of what you're trying to apply for, which post you're trying to apply for, and a gist of who you as a person are. Okay, so here is a template from Word that I have fetched. You have to now see, it is always better that you add a good, decent, formal looking picture on your covering letter or on your resume or on both. Okay, reason being uh, that people get to know, how curious you are, or they just want to have a look at you. It definitely gives a positive vibe to the HR who's going to go through your CV, who's going to go through your covering letter, both, right? So don't forget to add a good formal looking picture on your CV as well as on your job application letter. So I begin with name here, the first name. Okay, my laptop is a little slow, but that should be working. Yeah, it's working. So I write my name here. Okay, yeah, here it is. Finally, it responded. Date, again, as I told you, in every business correspondence that you are going to make, date is really very important. So mention today's date. What is today's date? 6th of December 2021. Recipient name. Whom are you going to write it to? Okay, say Mr. ABC PQR. PQR. Title of this person, suppose this person is an HR manager. Okay. Recipient street address, again, say something like uh, 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 company name, say recipient city. You got to mention the city. That is essentially, if you're writing it, applying it for Pune, fine Pune, if Delhi, whatever. And then the state zip code, of course, that is your PIN code. So Pune and its PIN code from whatever the place is, say 035. Okay, this is a pseudo PIN code. Dear, dear Mr. ABC PQR. Now, here what you got to write is first that if you're ready to write, select a line or paragraph of tip text and start typing to replace it with your own. Don't include space to the right of the characters in your selection. Now, what I need to do here is I need to write here, I am Jahan Ara Pathan. Okay, anybody's average age in your class would be 18. Okay, by the time you have passed out your BBA, or maybe by the time you are in the final year of BBA, till that time, say your average age will be 21. Okay, so I'm considering that here. So I'm Jahan Rapathan, 21 years old, curious, excited, and full of energy, very passionate, passionate, what you would say. Suppose you're applying for digital marketing executive position, okay, a very passionate digital marketer. Okay? So that is how you define yourself here. Okay, whichever post you are applying for, you got to be, see, as a digital marketer, you got to be a curious person, you got to be an excited person, somebody who's full on energy. Again, if you're applying something in terms of sales, again, you got to be curious, excited, full of energy, passionate about what it drives you. Okay, a very passionate digital marketer, um, who seeks to, or seeking your kind attention on my detailed CV that is appended with this covering letter for your kind perusal. Now, either you use this word for your kind perusal. Perusal is nothing but convenience. So you can replace this with convenience also. Okay. So for your kind convenience. Now, you got to mention something else about it. Okay. When you say digital marketer, you better bold it so that it is highlighted. Okay. Yeah. So all you got to write is, I am a fresher. I'm a fresh graduate of Bachelor of Business Administration. See, that you need to mention, of course, here so that they understand who you are. As I told you, the gist of who you are and what post you are applying for has to be mentioned in your covering letter, right? So that is what I'm writing here for you. I am a fresh graduate of Bachelor's of Business Administration, that is BBA, from the esteemed Savitri Bai Phule Pune University, into bracket SPPU, from the esteemed AKI's Pune College of Arts, Science and Commerce of Savitribai Phule Pune University. I have a flair to search for innovative and creative content on digital all on no not all on digital platforms. I also am a keen blogger. Yeah, that should be it, right? I look forward to an appointment with your kind self. Sincerely, no. Okay, yeah, because you're a kid, okay? I mean, you're just out of the college or you're just in your last year. You can write yes, sincerely, and then your name. So your name, Jahan Ara Pathan. Okay, and just because you're a fresher, nothing else comes down there. Now, all your personal details, as in your street, your address, okay, so my address I would put here directly as Pune, and I would put 411001. Phone number here. Okay, I will not mention my direct number here. 123 456 7890. Yeah, you all have my number, but then when it comes to when I would post this on YouTube, I do not want others to know my phone number, so that's how it is. www.punacollege.edu.in. Okay, now this I have given my formal one here. Of course, you have your own Gmail or blah blah blah, whichever host you have, that email ID. All right, this got to be bold, and yeah, that is already bold. So yeah, this is how you have built your covering letter, and here essentially will be your photo. How do you do it? You just double click on this, and then you can change the photo. Okay. So it's a template basically in your Word itself. When you are going to open Word application, it is going to give you options to choose from the templates, right? Just like we did for your building a CV, the same way you got to choose your covering letter, or the, yeah, it is called as covering letter there on the Word. So name, today's date, the day that you are applying for, 6th of December 2021. Mr. 2, this is 2, okay. Mr. So and so, he is the HR manager, placed at Connaught Place, Tata Motors Limited in Pune. Dear Mr. ABCPQR, I'm Jahan Pathan, a 21 years old, curious, excited, and full of energy, a very passionate digital marketer, seeking your kind attention on my detailed CV that is appended. What is appended? Appended means added. Okay. So as an attachment, you can add that. That's how it is written as appended. That is appended with this covering letter for your kind perusal. I am a fresh graduate of Bachelor of Business Administration (BBA) from the esteemed AKI's Pune College of Arts, Science and Commerce of Savitribai Phule Pune University. I have a flair to search for innovative and creative content on digital platforms. I'm also a keen blogger. Okay. Yeah, I forgot one line here. I will add it here. I would be, it would be a really, okay, instead of I would be, it would be a learning and an exciting journey to kickstart my career in digital marketing, with your esteemed, no, esteemed is dually used, right? It is already used there. So instead of esteemed, your highly reputed company. Yeah. So yeah, that is how you add cherry on the top, while you have explained who you are in a gist and from where you have done what. Now you're going to, add that why, that one statement that is an action statement. That is, it would be a learning and an not excited, sorry, excited. No, it would be a learning and an exciting, yeah. It would be a learning and an exciting journey to kickstart my career in digital marketing with your highly reputed company. So now it's like, yeah, you are adding the cherry on the top, saying that yes, I would want to kickstart my career in digital marketing with your highly reputed company. And yes, it would be definitely a learning and an exciting journey. So that means you are keen enough to work with this company. And then you close on a positive note here saying, I look forward to an appointment with your kind self. Sincerely, Jahan Ara Pathan. All right. Is this entire covering letter understood? I will show you the gist of it again. You can either take a screenshot of this. I will again reduce it further so that you can take a complete screenshot. You can take a screenshot of this and directly start working. Yeah. Is everyone clear? Everybody?
Yes, ma'am.
Cool. So this is how you got to build your CV and then write your covering letter. The job application letter is really very important. The covering letter is really very important. You cannot just be, sending your CV blindly. And as I told you, whichever job you're going to apply for, you got to read its job description in detail, pick up the keywords, and if it is in sync with what you are, with what your skills and capabilities are, you're going to customize your CV. Similarly, for your covering letter also, as per the job description, the JD of a particular job or an internship for that matter. Yeah, for internship also you got to write your CV. For internship also you got to write a covering letter. Okay, that you're seeking an internship with this esteemed, reputed company. Okay, maybe a month or 3 months of internship, right? There also, again, depending on the JD, you got to customize your covering letter. You cannot have, one size fits it all, that kind of a thing. No, it doesn't. So for that matter, every different company, different JDs, different requirements. As per that, you got to customize your CV. Yes, whatever is true with you, whatever is applicable to you, you got to incorporate that. Whatever is not true with you or whatever you do not possess, please, you know, stay away, abstain from mentioning anything that is not true. Be sure that you're honest in writing your CV. Be sure you're honest in writing your resume, your covering letter also. Because this is something which you are, putting this as your own a mirror. When you are putting a resume there or a covering letter along with it, you are actually giving them a mirror of you. And if that mirror is wrong, definitely, they will fathom it somehow or the other that it is not true, because they have all these referral checks and all, and they have all these background checks team, okay, in place. They, whatever you have put there on your CV and on your covering letter, they go ahead and they check if it is true or not. So don't put anything which is not true. Okay, be sure that whatever information you have given, whatever information you have provided is absolutely correct. Okay, is this understood, everyone? Yes, no,
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
cool. Right. So I want you all to write your job application letters in this way. This is one of the templates. Okay. And what you can do is, you keep on, as I told you earlier also, LinkedIn. You got to have a LinkedIn account. Basis on that, you keep on searching in that jobs wala link for jobs and for even your internship, and try writing or try customizing your CV according to that JD which you are looking for. According to that JD, try to even customize your covering letter. Okay. that is going to instill a good habit in you to write down as per the JD, as per the requirement of the company. Okay. And yes, if need be, if you want to, you can go ahead and apply actually with any companies that for that matter. Yeah. Again, one more point here is we also, as a college, we support our students in terms of their trainings and placements, okay, and internships also. So internship, we are going to provide you 100% support. However, it all depends on you, your caliber, how you represent yourself in the company interviews that you get a particular job. Okay. So care has to be taken that yes, whatever you have learned during this entire semester for business communication skills and of course your domain skills. Say for example, marketing. If at all you are looking out a job in marketing, how well are you in your marketing knowledge? That is one. If you're trying something in finance, how well are you in finance domain? If you're applying something in HR, how well are you, how sound you are with your HR domain knowledge, right? So it is a combination of your soft skills as well as your domain knowledge. That a combination plus your physical appearance, your behavior in the entire interview, it all matters. It is a culmination of all of that, right? So yeah, make sure that you have started off using all your communication skills right away. Practice on it, okay? And when you're practicing, you will get to know what all errors come in, and that's fine. Making errors is fine. It still, assures you that yes, you're still trying. Yeah. But somebody who's not even trying will never even come to know if there are errors or not, right? So this is a perfect ground, and that is why probably the university has put this subject in the first semester itself, so that by the end of the entire 6 semesters, you are actually prepared on the terms of your business communication. Yeah. Understand, guys, that business communication is an important skill in any job, in at any level of your job that you will be applying. No matter just an entry level, it is going to be applicable for you throughout your life. No matter where you go, what position you have, right? Okay, coming back to the assignments. Uh, I have asked you in the second assignment to draft your CV using the Word application. And there were some students who got back to me saying that they do not have a laptop or a desktop at home. That's fine. For them, I have made this arrangement that they can write it on a piece of paper and then they can hand it in. And to my surprise, there are only 12 students who have handed in their assignments. Now, this is something which shows lethargicness. This is something which shows utter negligence in terms of your work. This is absolutely not acceptable. Not at all. When I'm taking all the pains to make you understand every practical aspect of business communication, then it is your responsibility now to absorb all that learning in terms of practicing on it. Whatever is asked, you've got to do it, that too, before the deadlines. Wasn't that explained to you all? Don't you know that these all assignments and everything, your presentations, everything forms your internal assessment, even your attendance for that matter? And I have seen only these kids, all these regular 30, 35 students who have been regular since day one till today. The rest others, I don't know what they are up to. I don't know who this person has joined. MI phone? Who is this MI phone? You got to join with your name because that is how your attendance will be marked. It is all automated, okay? Who is MI phone? Can you tell me your name? He left. Whoever that was. Nevertheless, so this is understood, I hope, and I hope that this entire session was worthwhile for you all to understand. Now, we are going to come back. This is, of course, the conclusion topic for today. But my dear friends, understand that we haven't yet done with our internal assessments. When I say internal assessments, it's not just the internal exam. As I told you, your attendance, your assignments, your presentations, your class tests, all are going to culminate as your internal assessments, okay, including your internal exam. So we are done with 2 assignments. Now is the time that we go ahead for presentations. So tomorrow onwards, I will be beginning with presentations in the class, and for that, I want everyone to be very, very active. When I say presentations, don't worry, I will be putting that on the Google Classroom right away. The presentation has to be on specifying any 5 barriers to effective communication. Barriers to effective communication, 5 points. And with that, you got to also explain importance of effective business communication. So it is a culmination of 2. So you essentially have to prepare a PPT, a PowerPoint, okay, and in that PowerPoint there has to be only 4 slides. One will be your introductory slide about yourself. Second will be you showing or explaining the 5 barriers to effective communication. Third slide is going to be 5 points on importance of effective communication, business communication, and fourth slide is going to be of thank you. Is this understood, everyone? Only 4 slides. And for that, you all will be given only 2 minutes of time. I repeat, only 2 minutes of time will be provided to you all to present this particular presentation. And the due date is today itself. You got to present it first in the Google Classroom, and tomorrow you have to vocally present it in this Google Meet live. Okay, are we all game for it?
Ma'am, can you
Yes,
repeat
ma'am.
what we have done in PPT?
Karanum, I am going to explain everything in the Google Classroom also. Okay, I have just tried to explain it here. If there was any bandwidth problem, don't worry, I'm going to cover you in the Google Classroom. There will be detailed instructions given. Okay, all right, fine. I guess that should be it for the day. Till then, you all take care. Bye bye.
Ma'am,
Yes, Kishore.
I had this my old CV, which I was not up. I got it my CV, which is so for my all works I've done. So shall I upload it, or you want me to make a new one?
No, I want you to make a new one, please.
Okay, ma'am. Thank you, ma'am. I will do that.
Yeah,
Thank you.
yeah. Bye bye. Any doubt? Anybody else? No doubts, I guess. All right. Take care. Bye bye.
Bye, ma'am.
All right, Jabir. Fine.